Hello, you legendary friends. I'm with my wonderful friend in the United Kingdom, Wales to be precise, Bernie Davies. How are you, Bernie?
Oh, I'm excellent. Listen, Ed, you're what we need on a Friday morning. So yeah, I'm wonderful.
And that's the thing I was going to say. It's right now, it's Friday 9 a.m. For you in the UK, and you're waking
Yes.
up. And for me, it's 8 p.m. Friday night, and I'm winding down. But we both have a cup of coffee, don't we, Bernie?
Yeah, there we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
You need to do something about your drink though, Ed. You need something like a prosecco on a Friday night. That's my
Exactly.
that's my
I need
drink.
to add a bit of stuff to it. I'll get really drunk. Now, Bernie, I know you're a busy lady. It's an honor having you with us. And I know you are a lawyer turned educator and networker, and you're all about awakening the genie within. Bernie, tell us very quickly about you.
As I said, I'm a lawyer, but the thing is, I do not have a lawyer personality, do I? No.
No.
I am just like, I've always been a little bit out there. And I think, but my journey in law that led me to run a conveyancing department in Wales, gosh, some years ago, forced me to go out networking, Ed. And believe me, that is when the magic happened. Because then is when I found my true place. Yes, I've always loved people. And when I was practicing law, I always trained. I always liked whenever there was a training, or any kind of initiative going to train the lawyers, I would be the one that would be wanting to train them. But when I found out about what networking and relationship building did for business, when I was trying to build a conveyancing department for that law firm, I just thought, wow, the buzz I got from seeing people connecting, networking, and also the buzz I got when I went on to set up my own practice, my own business, serving people, but seeing people just come alive when I showed them how good they are, what they can do, what they can achieve by just harnessing the inner, what I call it inner G, you call it inner genie, the inner genius in them.
Oh.
It's just been incredible over the years. And yeah, so I'm all about finding the uniqueness in you, owning it, bottling it, translating it into your business brand, and selling the heck out of it.
Oh, and I can tell you're amazing at that. And also too, if you don't, can I ask some difficult questions? You don't mind if I ask some difficult questions?
Oh, carry on.
Excellent. Now, you're in the United Kingdom. We're doing this interview in late January 2021. And right
Yes,
now, you are in heavy lockdowns, I understand,
full
across the UK.
lockdown.
How now you've done two questions, but question number one, how have you personally thrived and survived lockdown so well? Because you've done so well during lockdown. What has been your secrets?
Do you know what it is, Ed? It's been about being grateful. It's also about thinking outside the box. I know it's a cliche song, but believe me, it is more relevant now than ever. You've got to think outside the box, and you've got to think, what do I have in my hand? Not think, what can't I do? I can't go out and network because I do own a franchise or networking organization. So it's built on face-to-face networking part of what I do. Then I also during that time, I thought, okay, I can't go out into my region now. We can't do face to face. Let's do online. And then how can I actually help people? Because I can't sit with them now and engage in the way I normally do. So what I did is I wrote a book. I'd written one years ago on networking. When I fell in love with networking, I wrote the book and I delivered training to thousands of
And
people
what book do
and
you have the book
coaching.
with you? Do you have the
The
book next to you?
networking, yes, I have the networking.
You got to show us the book. I got to see this book, friends. And
Yes,
Bernie Davies
right,
is the winner. Oh my God, there
right.
it is. Show us the book, Bernie.
So the first one, this one, is the networking handbook, two-faced networking. You see the two faces? So that one was about teaching people how to bring all of them into the networking room, not just to go just to be try to be professional, but how about bringing you, the part of you that people love, to just have a nut, to have a drink, have a coffee with you, the one that the people love when they meet you at the pub. You leave that one behind and you just go out there with this professional look and, oh, this is me, this is me, this is what I do. Nobody cares what you do.
Yeah.
Who are you? That's what they care about. And what do you bring to the table? What do you how do you can you enhance their lives? So this was what the training was, two-faced networking in this book. And then last year, when the pandemic hit and people were just like wondering, what do we do now? Okay, everybody's lining up on social media. Everybody wants to be seen. You know, see me, see me, see. But what's going to make them stop scroll and listen to you? And this is what this is all about. Doing your business your way. But what do I mean by doing your business your way? Finding that thing, that attractive thing in yourself, that authentic part of yourself. Finding that and creating that buzz, that business brand. It's what you do, Ed. It's literally what you do. Finding that uniqueness, but then making that your brand that make people want to deal with you.
And on that note, Bernie, what is your big tip for helping our wonderful viewers unlock that individual greatness? What's your big tip to help set people on that journey to find it?
You know what they've got to do? They've got to look back. You got to look back. What were the things in your youth that inspired you? Who are the people that inspired? What about them inspired you? And you know, when I take people on that journey and I ask them, who inspired you? They mentioned these people. I said, okay, what about them inspired you? They mentioned certain qualities. And I said, okay, so then tell me about you. What has people told you about you? Oh, they say I'm this or that, similar qualities. So I said, listen, do you realize that the people you admire you and inspire you in life, there's a reason for that. It's because they are resonating with what is deep down inside of you. Realize that you are walking with those qualities. But then again, what other additional qualities that are unique to you that you have, that you bring to the table, that you put together with those qualities that you are looking at outside at somebody who's doing a great job of that. Pull that out of yourself. Highlight that, create your best self from what is actually in you, and make that be what you people know about you, what sells the way you deliver your service, yes, and what sells the way you actually create whatever you do. So it's all about really looking inside of you, asking people what they think about you, and then realizing the greatness that is in you. What do you do easily? What do you think is, you think, oh, it's nothing because I do it so easily. That could be your money maker, and you're missing it.
Ooh.
You know, so those are the kind of things that I think are important.
I love it. And again, we're talking to a global audience. We've got people like me in Australia who are lucky to be out of lockdown. We've got people going into lockdown. Especially to those being impacted by lockdown, what's your big advice to them to win big in 2021?
Is don't be afraid.
Oof.
Fear is going to cripple you. You have got to remember the times in the past and then use that to encourage you now. Remember 2020, when it hit us, we had no clue. But now we have a clue. Now we know what we're facing. So we're now facing 2021 with knowledge, whereas in 2020 we didn't have the knowledge, yet we've made it. So how about, instead of getting scared, take courage from the fact that we're still here, we're still pressing on. And I have, like, for example, there's this lady that I work with. She was a TV talk show host, and she had, you know, in Nigeria. She came to the UK and she suffered a lot of difficulties, and she was totally lost. After a few sessions with me, when I showed her that she's, you know, she was just acting like a chicken in a farmyard when she was actually an eagle. You know, she's on our mainstream media, BBC, ITV, every week 2 or 3 times, soaring like an eagle, simply because I made her stop and look back at the times when she was doing great, helped her to see that she is still here and she can still do it. And I awakened that. I tapped into that. And there she said, and there's so many other people like that I work with.
Bernie, thank you so much. What are your closing thoughts to our wonderful audience around the world?
The most important discovery you can ever make in your life is yourself. Focus in 2021 on discovering you, your unique talents, your inner qualities that you have yet not grasped and used its full potential, because that's the only thing that truly distinguishes you in the marketplace. A lot of people do what you do, but you are the only one that can do you. You are the only one that is good at being you. So if you maximize who you are and make that a big part of your company and business brand and culture, believe me, then is when you will be setting yourself in a position of excellence. That's when you'll be setting yourself in a position of greatness.